And we'll start with a look at the bike. This is the bike I'm going to be doing the Paris-Roubaix ride on. And it's a Gateshead Supercross. It's a cross frame, carbon frame. And I've got it quite nicely set up for road there, 2 bottle cages on. We'll come to them later. I'm running a 1x setup, so I've got the SRAM 1x. Just standard Shimano pedals on there, and this is a 42 up front, and if we look at the back, that's a 1132 at the back. With the SRAM rival derailleur, that's got the clutch on, keeps the chain nice and tight. As far as tyre choice goes, these are the ones I just run all the time. They're 28s anyway. I'll let a few PSI out, but not too many. I'll probably run about 90 PSI to avoid punctures, and they're the graphene ones. You can get them at Vieri, Velo in Newcastle. That's who sorted the bike out. Big saddlebag on there, and that's got 2 tubes in, puncture repair kit, tool, everything you need. Hopefully you won't get any punctures. Moving down the front of the bike, one modification. They reckon that bottles fly out. I've just got some elastic bands on there, see that? And it just pulls the cage in a bit tighter, so I shouldn't have any problems with bottles flying out on the cobbles. And then the most noticeable modification, which actually doesn't look great, but they have got double wrap bar tape there on there. So I don't know how much difference that's going to make. The other modification, as you can see, my stem's not looking that racy. I've flipped it so I get a little bit of rise out of it, and you can see the drop between the handlebars and the seat isn't what it normally is for me, and that's just for a bit more comfort on the ride, because we are riding a long way. Disc brakes, this should come in pretty handy. Hopefully I won't need to use them, and yeah, I'm looking forward. I'll get this wrapped up now, all packed to go in the van, and then we'll be off to Roubaix. Here I am riding along in France, about in the middle of nowhere, trying to find the village of Hem to go and watch Roubaix on the pavé. The lads have gone off to watching the velodrome. It's just flat round here. Great day though, lots of sunshine. I'll get off the phone and I'll see you in a bit. Here I am, waiting for the pros to come past. I've got some lads from Leicester down here waiting for the race. And here they come. Sepp van Mark going through there, full gas, trying to stay off the front. And then we got Tom Boonen, the Belgian's favourite, Ian Stannard, the Brit, and Boasson Hagen. And then behind them we've got Matt Hyman. And that was fast. And then a Dutch lad just flying through there. Luke Rowe's not far behind. You can see the British flag is flying there for him. He put a monumental effort in after he fell off to get back on over this pavé, and it looks quite smooth when the pros are doing it, but believe me, it is so rough along here. This is the Carrefour de la Arbre. We're on a 5-star second at pavé, and it's one of the worst. It's a great ride. That was amazing. Still loads to come through. The first surprise was this man, Peter Sagan, the world champion, was nowhere to be seen. He got gapped really, he left too much of a gap to the lead group early on in the race, and despite his bike handling skills to get around Sagan when he crashed, he was nowhere. Boonen was the fans' favourite. A lot of Belgian fans there wanted Boonen to get another historic win, but he couldn't just manage it in the sprint at the end. Good by Stannard to be there with him at the end, and Boasson Hagen is always there or thereabouts in these races, but still hasn't won one yet. And a big shout out to Luke Rowe, who had a monumental effort to get back on after he crashed, and he tried to sacrifice himself for Stannard. But the day really belonged to Matt Hyman. I mean, he's come from nowhere, 37 years old, he's an old pro, he's been around a bit, and he took the win in the velodrome at Roubaix. He's been training on his trainer, but despite an injury, and it's just a great win. He's come absolutely out of the blue to get this one. The main event was the day before, however, when the Pedland Squares Cycling Club from the cafe down in Wickham went, and we rode the route that the pros did, and we went over those cobbles, and it was just great. But what really the pictures and the video doesn't really tell you is just how brutal the race is. Some of the lads were coming back with blisters on their hands, my arms were killing. It's a really, really tough race, despite the lack of hills. And it was great riding in a group, and if you're out there watching this and you get out on your bike, try and ride with other people. There's great camaraderie between riders, and you won't make better friends if people wait for each other when there's a problem, and you really will be so grateful to your mates if they hand you a gel or an energy bar when you're running low. It's just a fantastic feeling. And it was one of the best weekends on a bike that I've ever had. great day watching Paris-Roubaix. On the way back now, just rolling down this road. Absolutely fantastic weekend. Right, take care everybody, and I'll see you after this.